Close your eyes and let yourself drift into the gentle embrace of evening. Tonight, we're going to visit a very special place where dreams are grown like flowers, where sleep is cultivated with the same care a gardener tends to roses. This is the story of the dream weaver's garden and the kind woman who tends to the sleep of the world. Picture yourself walking along a winding pathway made of smooth river stones. Each stone glows with a soft, pearl-like light, guiding your feet along the path as dusk settles around you. The air smells of jasmine and rain-washed earth, and somewhere in the distance, you can hear the gentle tinkle of wind chimes dancing in the evening breeze. As you walk, you notice that your steps are becoming lighter, you're breathing deeper. The concerns of your day seem to be dissolving with each footfall, as if the very path itself is drawing away your worries and replacing them with peaceful anticipation. Ahead, through a grove of weeping willows whose branches sway like curtains in the gentle wind, you see a warm glow emanating from what appears to be the most beautiful greenhouse you've ever seen. Its glass walls shimmer with an opalescent quality, and soft golden light spills from within, creating patterns of dancing shadows on the ground around you. As you approach this magical structure, you notice that it's not quite like any greenhouse you've ever seen before. The plants growing inside seem to glow with their own inner light, and the very air around the building seems to sparkle with tiny, barely visible points of light, like dust motes made of starshine. The door to the greenhouse stands open, and a gentle voice calls from within, "Come in, dear one. I've been expecting you." The voice is warm and welcoming, with the soft quality of someone who has spent a lifetime whispering lullabies. You step through the doorway and into the most extraordinary garden you could imagine. The space inside is much larger than seemed possible from outside, stretching away into gentle, misty distances. Plants of every description fill the space, but these are not ordinary plants. These are the flowers of sleep, the herbs of dreams, the vines of peaceful rest. Standing among the plants, tending to a patch of what looks like flowers made of pure moonlight, is a woman with the kindest eyes you've ever seen. Her hair is silver white and flows like water around her shoulders, and she wears an apron covered in patterns of stars and crescent moons. When she looks up and smiles at you, you feel an immediate sense of safety and welcome. "Welcome to my garden," she says, her voice as soothing as warm honey. "I'm the dream weaver, and this is where I grow the most precious crop in all the world, peaceful sleep." She gestures around the greenhouse with obvious pride and deep love for her work. "Each plant here," she continues, moving gracefully between the rows, "has a special purpose in the art of sleep. Some bring deep rest, others carry away worries. Some plant dreams of adventure, while others encourage the dreamless sleep of perfect restoration." She leads you deeper into the garden, and as you walk, you begin to notice the incredible variety of sleep plants growing all around you. There are beds of lavender that seem to pulse with a gentle purple light, their fragrance so perfect and soothing that just breathing it makes your eyelids feel pleasantly heavy. "This lavender," the dream weaver explains, touching one of the glowing stalks, "has been growing here for over 300 years. Each flower contains the essence of perfect relaxation, gathered from thousands of peaceful nights. When you smell it, you're breathing in the concentrated peace of all those who have slept well throughout the centuries. You take a deeper breath, and indeed, the lavender scent seems to carry with it the whispered contentment of countless dreamers. Your shoulders relax, and you feel a smile tugging at the corners of your mouth. The dream weaver moves on to show you other wonders. There's a pond in the center of the greenhouse, its surface so still and clear it looks like liquid mirror. Floating on the water are lilies that glow with soft, cool light, their petals looking as if they've been crafted from captured moonbeams. The water in this pond, she says, comes from the spring of forgotten worries. Every anxiety, every stress, every racing thought that has ever kept someone awake. They all eventually find their way here, where they dissolve into this peaceful water. The lilies absorb all that dissolved worry and transform it into pure serenity. She cups her hands and takes some of the water, offering it to you. Would you like to taste it? It will help wash away any lingering tensions you might be carrying. The water is cool and has the faintest taste of flowers and starlight. As you drink, you feel any remaining knots of tension in your body simply melting away. Your muscles become loose and comfortable, and your mind grows quiet and still. Near the pond grows a most unusual tree. Its trunk is twisted and gnarled with age, but its branches are full of what look like hanging silk cocoons, each one glowing softly from within. This is the worry tree, the dream weaver explains with particular fondness. Whenever someone has a worry that's keeping them awake, they can hang it on one of these branches. The tree takes the worry into one of its cocoons, where it's slowly transformed. When the cocoon opens, out flies a butterfly of peaceful thoughts. Even as she speaks, one of the cocoons begins to glow brighter, then splits open. Out emerges the most beautiful butterfly you've ever seen, its wings shimmering with colors that seem to shift between blue and silver and gold. The butterfly circles the tree once, as if saying goodbye, then flies toward you, landing gently on your outstretched hand. The moment the butterfly touches your skin, you feel a wave of the most profound peace wash over you. It's as if every worry you've ever had is being lifted away, transformed into something light and beautiful that can simply fly away. That butterfly will stay with you, the dream weaver says with a smile. Whenever a worry tries to disturb your sleep, just remember its touch, and the worry will transform into peace. The butterfly remains on your hand for a moment longer, then dissolves into tiny points of light that seem to sink into your skin, becoming part of you. The dream weaver leads you to another section of her remarkable garden. Here grow what she calls the memory moss beds. The moss is incredibly soft and green, growing in perfect circles under trees whose branches interweave to form natural canopies. This moss, she explains, holds the memory of every peaceful sleep that has ever been. When you lie upon it, you connect with all the restful sleep that has come before you. You become part of an unbroken chain of peaceful sleepers stretching back to the very first human who ever closed their eyes in trust and safety. She invites you to lie down on one of the moss beds, and the moment you do, you understand what she means. The moss is softer than any mattress, more supportive than any pillow. But more than that, You can almost sense the presence of all those who have slept peacefully throughout history. You're not alone in your quest for rest. You're part of a vast, gentle community of sleepers. The branches above form a perfect canopy, and through the gaps, you can see stars beginning to appear in the darkening sky. But these stars seem to pulse gently, in rhythm with your breathing, as if the entire universe is breathing alongside you. The moss is absorbing any restlessness you might have, the dream weaver says softly, and replacing it with the accumulated peace of ages. Feel how your body is settling deeper into relaxation with each breath. And indeed, with each exhale, you feel yourself sinking deeper into the most comfortable position you've ever experienced. Your arms rest naturally at your sides. Your legs find the perfect angle for complete relaxation, and your head finds just the right support. After a few minutes of this perfect rest, the dream weaver gently invites you to continue exploring her garden. She helps you up from the moss bed, though part of you wants to stay there forever, and you find that you're now moving with a flowing, dreamlike quality, as if you're floating just slightly above the ground. She leads you to a section of the greenhouse where vines grow up tall trellises, and hanging from these vines are what look like small, glowing fruits. These are dream berries, she explains. Each one contains a different type of dream. Some hold dreams of flying, others dreams of visiting beautiful places. Some contain dreams of meeting loved ones, while others offer dreams of swimming in warm, peaceful waters. She plucks one berry that glows with a particularly soft, golden light. This one, she says, contains dreams of the most restful sleep, dreams where you're always perfectly comfortable, always at the perfect temperature, always in the safest, most peaceful place imaginable. She offers you the berry, and as you eat it, the flavor is indescribable, like sunshine and raindrops and the first breath of spring morning all combined. As you swallow, you feel the dream beginning to settle into your mind, ready to unfold when you fall asleep. The dream weaver shows you many other marvels in her garden. There are flowers that sing lullabies in voices too soft to consciously hear, but that somehow soothe your soul. There are plants whose leaves, when they rustle, sound exactly like gentle rain on a roof, or like pages turning in a beloved book, or like the whisper of waves on a distant shore. In one corner grows what she calls the gratitude garden, plants that bloom only when watered with thoughts of thankfulness. Gratitude, she explains, is one of the most powerful sleep aids in existence. When your heart is full of appreciation for the good things in your life, there's no room left for worry or anxiety. She invites you to think of 3 things you're grateful for as she waters the plants with a watering can that seems to be full of liquid starlight. As you think of each thing, perhaps the comfort of your bed, the love of family or friends, the simple fact that you have this moment of peace, the flowers in the gratitude garden bloom more brightly, their light growing warm and golden. See how your gratitude makes everything more beautiful, the dream weaver says. Carry that light with you into your sleep, and your dreams will be illuminated by appreciation and joy. As your tour of the garden continues, you notice that the light outside has faded to deep twilight, and the greenhouse has taken on an even more magical quality. The plants seem to glow more brightly now, as if they're awakening for their nighttime work of sending peaceful dreams out into the world. The dream weaver leads you to what she calls the heart of the garden, a circular clearing in the center of the greenhouse where a fountain plays softly. But this fountain doesn't flow with water. It flows with what looks like liquid light, silver and gold streams that rise and fall in hypnotic patterns. This is the fountain of deep rest, she explains. It's fed by an underground spring that flows from the very center of the earth, where the planet's heartbeat is slow and steady and peaceful. The rhythm of this fountain matches the rhythm of perfect sleep. You can hear it now, a gentle, rhythmic sound that seems to synchronize with your heartbeat, gradually slowing it to the perfect pace for rest. Your breathing naturally adjusts to match the fountain's rhythm, becoming deeper and more regular with each breath. Around the fountain are arranged the most comfortable-looking chairs and cushions you've ever seen, all made from materials that seem to shimmer and shift in the fountain's light. The Dream Weaver invites you to choose any seat that calls to you. You settle into what appears to be a chair made of solidified moonbeams and rose petals. It molds itself perfectly to your body, supporting you in exactly the right way, while wrapping you in the most comforting warmth. Now, the Dream Weaver says, settling into her own chair, let me tell you the secret of perfect sleep, which I've learned from tending this garden for more centuries than I can count. Her voice takes on an even softer quality as she begins to share her wisdom. Sleep is not something you achieve or accomplish. Sleep is something you allow. It's like tending a garden. You prepare the soil, you plant the seeds, you provide the right conditions, and then you trust in the natural process of growth. The soil of sleep is a quiet mind. The seeds are peaceful thoughts. The water is slow, deep breathing. The sunshine is gratitude and contentment. And the patience of the gardener is your willingness to let sleep come in its own time without forcing or straining. As she speaks, you feel these truths settling into your mind like seeds finding fertile ground. Your thoughts are becoming quieter, more spacious. Your breathing is finding its natural rhythm. A sense of gratitude for this magical place, this wise woman, this moment of peace fills your heart with warm light. Every person who visits my garden, the Dream Weaver continues, takes with them the ability to grow their own sleep garden. You don't need magical plants or enchanted water. You need only the memory of this peace, the knowledge that deep rest is your natural birthright, and the patience to allow sleep to bloom in its own perfect timing. She reaches into her apron and pulls out what looks like an ordinary packet of seeds. These are seeds of peaceful sleep, she says, placing the packet in your hands. Plant them in your memory, water them with your breath, and tend them with kindness toward yourself. They will grow into the most beautiful sleep you've ever experienced. The packet feels warm in your hands, and as you hold it, you can almost see the possibilities it contains: nights of perfect rest, dreams of beauty and healing, mornings of waking refreshed and renewed. The Dream Weaver stands and begins to walk you back toward the entrance of the greenhouse, though the journey seems to take no time at all, or perhaps all the time in the world. The plants seem to whisper goodbye as you pass, and some of the butterflies follow you for a few steps, as if in blessing. Remember, she says as you reach the door, my garden exists not just in this magical place, but wherever someone chooses to cultivate peace. Every time you slow your breathing, every time you release a worry, every time you choose gratitude over anxiety, you're tending your own dream garden. She hugs you gently, and her embrace feels like being wrapped in the softest blanket on the most comfortable bed in the safest room in the world. Sleep well, dear gardener. Your own garden of rest is waiting for you. You step back out into the night, though now the path seems to lead directly to your own bedroom. The stones beneath your feet pulse with gentle light, guiding you home. And with each step, you feel yourself settling deeper into the drowsy contentment that the dream weaver has cultivated within you. As you walk, you can feel the butterfly of transformed worry still resting somewhere within you, ready to change any anxious thought into peaceful acceptance. You can taste the lingering sweetness of the dream berry, promising beautiful dreams to come. You can feel the memory of the moss bed, reminding your body how to rest completely. The path leads you right to your own bed, which now looks more inviting than ever before. Your pillow seems fluffier, your blanket softer. Even the air in your room feels cleaner and more peaceful, touched with the faintest fragrance of the dream weaver's garden. As you settle into bed, you carry with you all the gifts from the garden: the lavender's peace, the water's ability to wash away worries, the moss's connection to all peaceful sleepers, the berry's promise of beautiful dreams, and above all, the dream weaver's wisdom about allowing sleep to come naturally. You close your eyes, and immediately you can see your own sleep garden beginning to bloom. In the rich soil of your quiet mind, the seeds of peaceful rest are already beginning to sprout. Your slow, deep breathing provides the perfect gentle rain. Your gratitude for this day, this bed, this moment of rest, shines like warm sunlight on the growing plants of sleep. And as you drift off into the deepest, most peaceful sleep you've had in years, you know that the dream weaver is still in her magical greenhouse, tending to the sleep of the world, and that part of her garden now grows within you, ready to provide perfect rest whenever you need it. The last thing you remember is the gentle sound of the fountain of deep rest, its rhythm matching your heartbeat as you sink into dreams as beautiful as flowers, as peaceful as moss beds, as transformative as butterflies of light. Sleep now, gardener of dreams. Your garden of rest is in full bloom.